Alright, today we're going to make Sharpie mugs. There's some controversy whether or not they're dishwasher safe, but I'm going to actually, after I make this one, run it through the dishwasher, see if they are dishwasher safe, and I will let y'all know if they aren't. If I don't post another video about it, then they are dishwasher safe doing it this way. From looking at several different sites and several different things, I've kind of nitpicked different things that people said would work while still keeping it on the inexpensive side. There were some people that said if you get the oil-based permanent markers or stuff like that, then it'll work better. But the problem with that is that they're super expensive, so I'm trying to help y'all make a inexpensive possible gift for somebody or anything like that. Alright, so what you're going to need is, of course, a mug. There's some people that say the cheaper the mug, the better, because the gloss that is on it is actually cheaper. So it's going to melt and incorporate our permanent marker better. Another thing that you're going to need is glass cleaner. There's actually some people that said that rubbing alcohol works. This is just what I happen to have in the house. So this is what I'm going to be using, and they're actually the wipes. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one and you're just going to wipe down the surface, making sure that you don't touch where you're actually going to draw or write something on after you've wiped it off, because then you're getting your oils and everything on it, and that could keep it from actually holding and staying put. Next, you're going to get everybody's beloved permanent marker. I've got one right here. And then after this dries for a second, you're actually going to go ahead and draw your design on it. I'm not actually going to be giving this as a gift. I'm just going to keep it here. And so I'm just going to write something really quick, simple. I'm not the artistic one in the family. I'm not the best drawer or the best writer, but I'm going to go ahead and write a quick little saying that means a lot to everybody in our house. So what you're going to do is just take it, choose what side you want to do it on. You can do it on either side, both sides, the handle, whatever you want. I'm actually going to do it on the other side because I thought I had gotten the mug with the least problems. It turns out that I didn't, so I'm going to actually write it on this side. Though this one I actually got from the dollar store, so this one was $1. I have heard that the cheap ones from Wally World and stuff like that are really good. So I just chose to get one from the dollar store because I just happened to be there. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and write your wording on it. And I'm probably going to fast forward to when I wrote that. Alright, so I'm done with writing my little saying on it. And I actually messed up a couple of times, but it was pretty simple to remove it with the wipe. I just let the wipe where it left the moisture on there dry a little bit, and then I started writing again. Now it's not perfect because, well, it kind of fits, so it's not perfect and it works great. But here is the end product. It says love from the back porch. And like I said, I don't have necessarily the best handwriting, and if I ever make another one of these, I'm actually going to put a little bit more effort into it and stuff like that. I'm just trying to make a little cool one and also be able to show you all at the same time. So we're going to move on to the next step, which is supposed to be pretty simple, but it is very specific also. And I will let y'all know when there's certain points where a lot of people emphasize that you got to do it a certain way. So give me 1 second and we'll go and get to the oven. Okay, so hopefully as y'all can see, the oven is completely off. And that was one thing that somebody made a big point about, is that you don't want to put it into a hot oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this, set it down into our cold oven. And I just have tin foil on the pan just because I don't want, just in case this doesn't work and there's stuff that nobody's ever said about it, it's not going to run my pan. So we're going to get this put in here, and then we're actually going to bake it at 450 degrees. So hit bake, 450, and start. And then what you're going to do is once the oven is warm, you are going to actually cook it for 30 minutes after the oven is preheated. So you do not start your timer until the oven is preheated. Once the oven is preheated, then you're going to let it cook for another 30 minutes, and then I'll let y'all know what to do from there. Okay, so the oven just dinged that it is done. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go timer 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes is up, what you're going to do is you're going to turn the oven off, but do not open it. And you're going to let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, after that 15 minutes, you're going to crack the door and you're going to let it cool overnight. What I'm actually going to do is after that after the oven's not producing any more heat out of it, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move it to the counter so that we can actually use the oven. So I'll let y'all see it once we're done. All right, so it's been the 30 minutes that we needed to leave it in the oven while the oven was on, and then I left it in the oven again for another 15 minutes with the oven door closed, but the oven was completely off. After that 15 minutes, I went ahead and I cracked the oven door and let the oven cool off while the mug was in it. And now that the oven has completely cooled off, I have pulled it out and I'm going to leave it on the counter for 24 hours. They say overnight to 24 hours. I'm going to give it the best shot that it can possibly have. And we're done. So this is going to sit on the counter for 24 hours and then I will run it through the dishwasher, use it and everything like that. And I will let y'all know if this does not work. I really hope that this actually will work and that it won't wash off or anything like that. But I will let y'all know if it does wash off and this method does not work. All right, have a great day.